welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Carrie and this is Carrie's Priceless WW Journey. So I am getting ready to make something for dinner that I've never made before, that I've never eaten before. And so it's gonna be a total, experiment, and we're gonna find out together how it turns out. So my cousin was telling me, we've been having daily conference calls. That's what we're calling them, conference calls, during this whole thing, because we're used to spending time together and we haven't really been able to do that. So yesterday for dinner, she made this recipe, and she has talked about these before, but it had just never clicked with me what it was. So like I asked more questions, but it's called Bierocks. And basically she uses a roll like the Rhodes brand frozen dinner rolls, and then she lets them rise up, and she makes this filling that once her dough rises, she pats each roll out into like a circle and then puts this filling in it, closes it up, and then bakes it in the oven. And so I was like, well, that sounds really good. I think I might give it a try. So then this morning I was thinking about it and I was like, I'm gonna try it with 2-ingredient dough. So that's what we're gonna do today. We are making Bierocks with 2-ingredient dough. So basically, I just finished chopping up an onion. I didn't think you guys needed to watch me chop an onion. I mixed up the 2-ingredient dough a little earlier on my lunch break. And so I have that in the refrigerator ready to go. And so I'm gonna start browning the hamburger meat. I'm sure you could do this if you are a ground turkey, ground chicken kind of person. I'm sure you could do that and lower the points on this. We are not. We're a beef family, and that's what I've eaten through my entire weight loss journey. I reached the goal eating hamburger meat. And so we're using hamburger meat. I'm actually not exactly sure what the percentage is on the hamburger meat that I'm going to use tonight. So make sure if you try this recipe that you please build it out yourself in your recipe builder with whatever ingredients you choose to use. So I'm going to build it out in my recipe builder as 80-20 hamburger. It is, my brother had a side of beef done, and so it is hamburger meat from that side of beef. And so I'm just not for sure. It doesn't say on it, you know, what it is, but I'm assuming it's probably 80 or 85 would be my guess, just because that's kind of, I think, standard. So anyway, I'm going to start browning the hamburger meat with some onion. And so I'm gonna get that started. And then I'm also going to chop up about a half a head of cabbage. And so let's get going on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and get the hamburger meat, get it browning. So I'm opening the package and just getting it crumbled up, going ahead and getting that started. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add to that about a half of an onion chopped up, and I just saved the rest for some other time. I may use it later in the week. So I'm just gonna get that crumbled up real good. And I'm gonna go ahead and decide to shut the cabinet door, add a little pepper and a little bit of salt, and go ahead and give that another mix. And I'm gonna go ahead and chop up about, well, I chopped the whole head of cabbage, but I'm probably gonna use about half of that. So I'm just getting all that cabbage chopped up, Just giving it a really good chopping and just chopping, more chopping. You all get the idea here. Lots of chopping of the cabbage. I think next time I probably would have chopped it a little finer than I did. I left it a little bit chunkier than I maybe would have now that I've, made it. And so now I'm going to add just some minced garlic. I buy it in the jar. I just find it to be really easy. I'm probably going to add about a tablespoon there. And then I think I decide, go ahead and add just a little more. So a tablespoon and a half. We really like garlic. So you can, of course, just do it to your liking. Now I'm going to add the cabbage. I added probably about a half a head of cabbage, and then I just put the rest in a bag. And I may use it to make some kind of stir fry or something later in the week. So I'm just going to give that a good mix, let it all get combined. And then I'm going to add some more cabbage. I decided it needed a little more. This makes a lot of filling. I froze more than half of the filling. Now, my cousin says you're supposed to put beer in it, so I went out to the shop and got a Coors Light from my husband, and I measured it out. I put probably about 6 or 8 ounces of beer. You'll see here I decided to measure it out. I don't really know why I didn't just pour some in. I ended up counting the entire can of beer in my recipe builder. I'm one of those people that I will over exaggerate my points every time. I'm adding just a little bit of seasoned salt here just for a little extra flavoring. And then I'm also going to add some of the Worcestershire, however you want to say it, sauce. I added about a tablespoon of that. And then I'm pretty sure I went back later and added just a little bit more. I peppered it a couple of different times. We like lots of pepper. So I let this probably simmer on the stove. I would say a good 30 minutes. And I did go ahead and add just a touch of water. I don't really know why. I just decided I needed a little water. So like I said, I let this simmer probably about 30 minutes before I got ready to start putting them together. Once the filling was ready, then I had gotten out my 2-ingredient dough, and I went ahead and made them into 12 close to even-sized balls, and then I started forming those in trying to roll them out. You can see I don't have everything I need, so I'm digging around to find my roller. I decided that would work better. It was a little bit challenging getting them rolled out, and putting the filling in and then trying to get them to stay closed up. I think next time I might, instead of doing 12 little rolls, I might do, 4 bigger ones, more like a stromboli kind of look. But I just kept rolling and filling and trying to close them. It was kind of a battle, really. But then once I got them all done, I spritzed them all with just a little bit of the, I can't believe it's not butter spray. I just spritzed that on the top, and I put them in a 375-degree oven for 30 minutes. I did take them out at about 28 minutes, and they were good at that point. So okay, so here it is plated up. and I'm having 3 of the Bierocks, and that's 7 points for 3 of them, and some broccoli steamed for 0 points. So not bad. I'll let y'all know how it tastes. Is it good?
It's good.
Okay, so I thought I would just hop on here real quick and finish up this video. Dinner was good. I do think I might try to make it more like either a pie or like maybe a stromboli type. I did freeze most of the filling. I used very little of it. I'm sure sorry. As soon as you hit record, your nose starts itching. I'm pretty sure, you know, I may have overpointed this recipe just because I didn't measure out exactly how much of the hamburger meat and cabbage and all that. I just threw it all in. I calculated it out that I was using 8 ounces of the hamburger meat. I probably didn't. Between all 12 of those, I froze a quart-size bag of filling that I can use at another time. So it was really yummy. I think it's definitely something, you know, that I'll make again. I just may play with it a little bit. Scott said he liked it. So he'll be annoyed with me when he sees this, but it's okay. He'll forgive me. He loves me. So anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. I did not get a grocery haul meal plan done this weekend. The weekend got away from me. I did have a nice Mother's Day. I hope you all did the same. I was able to spend the day with Hannah and got to go see my mother. We're starting to open things up here in Oklahoma. And so I felt like it was okay for me to go and actually see my mom and my dad. And so I did that, and it was really nice. I've missed them, and I know they've missed us. So that was good. But I hope y'all are doing well, and please give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.